Episode 1. Time's up. It's so hot. It's so hot. I'm gonna melt.
This is gonna be a terrible episode.
Alice! Where are you?
I don't know. They're still not answering their messages.
Do you think we go upstairs, the attic ghost can do the ghost thing?
The ghost thing.
The thing where you get all cold when a ghost passes through you. Do you think that still works if he's not actually dead?
It might, but I think it might be rude. I think he still likes personal space. Wouldn't you have to go through him to test that?
I guess that might be weird. I think that would mean it'd only work if you're, like, inside him.
Ew.
But if we make, like, a mecha, it'd be, like, permanent air
I
conditioning.
don't think he's going to agree to that.
Is it?
It's Alice. Hello?
Alice?
Hi, Kira. Could you guys come down to the river?
What?
Hey, give it.
It's almost sundown.
Kira.
But Mama only cooks after
Please, it's really important.
my dinner. Hey!
It's my phone.
Guys,
It'll take a while. Is that okay?
yeah.
Hi.
You want some fruit?
Well, her mom only cooks dinner after the sun sets in summer.
I'm tired of sandwiches, salad, and fruit. I want a stew or something. Tamales?
Sorry, but this is really important.
I believe you, Alice.
What is it? It's sort of hard to explain. But I bought binoculars.
Who are we spying on?
Spying?
I don't think they're good enough to look in people's houses, though. The river's too wide.
We're not spying on people.
But the binocular!
Why else would you have them? To look at birds or something.
You made me miss dinner. So we could look at birds.
No. Where are we supposed to look?
Did you see the Selkies? It's a little early for them, but...
The what? No, look on the other side.
Tree.
Next to the tree.
A rock? Wait. I've seen that before. Rion,
Oh, it's bird.
your curse?
Yeah.
I thought you said you had a year.
I said I hoped I had a year.
But what about...
Sometimes it's less than a year.
But...
I don't know. Sometimes it's just like this.
It's
Does
not...
this mean that you're moving soon? I don't know. Probably. Maybe after summer.
No, you can't!
Why did you bring us here? I wanted to tell someone. You didn't tell your parents. No.
How'd you even know she was here?
I can kind of, I had a dream. I was moving, but everything around me was going too fast for me to see. And I was frustrated and tired, and I could see the mayor's office. Just sort of. It was easier to see stuff that didn't move, but I came out here and I found her.
You felt frustrated.
Yeah, it was like, I hope this would be the end. It just felt like I'd been walking forever, and I felt tired. Oh.
Did you used to dream stuff like that?
Not like that. I don't have dreams about being Bert. Then
Why haven't you told your parents?
I know this is stupid, but I wanna try something else this time. Like what? I don't know, but just leaving feels it feels sad, or like I'm doing something wrong. Something wrong with your curse. Kira said it might not even be a curse, and it doesn't feel like Kyle Manor, and even Kyle Manor was like that because the Spider Lady wanted to protect something. Right?
Yeah, but the Spider Lady did definitely try to kill us. we should forget that.
Yeah. I didn't forget. It's just maybe there's something else I'm supposed to be doing. I don't think she wants to hurt us. She never hurt Grandpa. At least not on purpose.
Your grandpa, right? Have you asked him what happened after he touched her?
I'm not supposed to bring that up because he got really sick. From the rain. Yeah, but...
It's something new!
What if we get caught?
We'll just say it's for the podcast. We're doing something on curses. Or old people.
In summer. It's too hot to do anything else.
It's so hot!
We can try. But you can't tell my parents. She needs to get closer, okay?
Yeah.
You guys have to be quiet. Grandpa doesn't like loud noises. Maybe you should wait outside.
Hey! I can be quiet.
Are you sure? You can't see, listeners, but she did the lip zip thing. It never works. Do we actually still have listeners? 9, I think. Whoa. Papa! Are you awake? I brought friends over. Elas, what'd you say, friends? Yeah, these are my friends. Kirith and Rion. Oh, the troublemakers. Papa. I didn't say they were bad, I said they were troublemakers. Which one of you was Rion? Troublemaker. You seem like the one to start things. And you must be Kirith. Quiet one. I like her.
Yeah.
Papa, I wanted to know if, well, you know. Already had dinner, but... No, I'm not hungry. I wanted to know about Bert. Bert? Yeah, Bert. You touched her before, right? And then you wanted to build a home. Why? Well, I was curious, and we always move around. You never wanted to talk about it before. I know, but I feel better about it now. Maybe. My friends, they know, and they aren't scared or mean about it, or I don't know. It feels safer now. Maybe. I feel ready. Elas, you're blushing. No, I'm not. Shut up. Your parents know? No. Is she close? No. Good. Come on. We'll go to the sitting room.
Gerbit, just like kindergarten.
What happened to not talking? What do you want to know? What happened when you touched Bert? The whole thing? Yes, please. Yeah. You really like these ones, Yeah, I do. You're blushing again. Shut up. Not so much of a story. I guess I got tired of all the moving. It weighs on you after a while, don't it? Yeah. I thought if I got rid of it once and for all, we'd be able to stay somewhere. So went to the store and got a sledgehammer. You know what?
How big was it?
What? Thing's made of stone, ain't it? Sort of? Yep, sort of is right, but from what your dad said, it seemed close enough. So I took a sledgehammer to it middle of the night. Didn't want to wake no one. Didn't take into account the spray back, felt like rock, though. Took its head clean off.
Wow.
Knew I liked you. As soon as the spray hit me, it went right back. You remember VHS? What? Videotapes. Like the thing with your wedding on it. You ever rewind one with the screen on? Yeah. Oh. Like that.
What does that mean?
It's like, time moved backwards. So, Bert fixed herself.
Oh.
Didn't really pay that much mind, thought it might happen. But I had to try. Problem was, after I got hit and saw the thing fix itself, I wasn't there anymore. What? Wasn't there, went to who knows where, saw a forest, ocean, rain, small town, more forest, lot of flowers, I had to build a boat. You had to... But why a boat? No, I had to build one, big one, started that evening, worked free rain or shine, slept in the yard. Your parents thought I was possessed, wasn't.
Just had to build a boat, but I'm not young like I used to be. Got sick from being outside so long and ended up in the hospital.
You were really sick, though.
Of course I was. Was barely eating, barely sleeping. Think strep was going around at the time. A lot of bad luck.
So, Bert didn't hurt you?
Not really. Flora, she took it hard. Think she was more afraid of losing me than the curse, but you know how it goes. Sometimes fears get knotted up. Easier to blame Bert than me for getting careless.
Do you think Bert is dangerous?
Suppose. Boat thing wasn't natural, but I don't think the goal is to hurt us.
And afterward, did anything happen after you touched her?
Started seeing some things sometimes. The corner of my eye. Little shadows, sometimes little fellas maybe. They don't mean any harm though.
You see them too!
You see what?
You couldn't do it.
Doesn't matter. Alice, what do you see?
It's not that important. But, like, they might be spirits or something. They're not like the ones we saw in the forest. They're more, wavy. Sort of. And they're hard to see. I didn't think it mattered because they don't hurt me or anything. But sometimes I see things. So I just ask if anyone else sees them. And most of the answer is yes. But sometimes they can't.
You see him too?
Sometimes.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't think it was that important. So sometimes things are a little weird, I guess.
You ever touch Bert?
No. I mean, not really. I got sort of curious once and got a towel and...
Ellis.
I'm sorry. I knew that I shouldn't, and then everything else sort of started happening afterwards, but it wasn't right away. Nothing happened for like a day, and then I saw the thing, and it scared me, and I wondered if I might have messed up, but I thought I'd get in trouble. And then I realized the weird things didn't hurt me, so I thought it was better if I kept it a secret.
Ooh.
Well, tell me from now on, maybe we see the same.
You're not mad.
Mostly curious, as long as nothing hurts you.
It doesn't. I promise.
Good.
Should I tell Mom?
Not yet. Let me think on this. There ain't no need to worry her now.
Okay.
She's still there.
Wow. She really is mega slow.
It helps if you lose landmarks. Yesterday, she was by that rock.
That's actually sort of far, isn't it?
Yeah, I think 15 steps maybe.
Do you think she'll take the bridge?
No, she'll just go in a straight line until she can't.
She's going to go under the water.
Yeah, probably.
What about the river spirit?
I don't think it'll eat that. It really seemed to like meat.
The what?
Oh, we found the river spirit a few weeks ago. It was all like, roar!
It has a lot of teeth.
And you should never, ever, ever, ever try to catch it with a fishing line.
Okay.
The fishing line isn't strong enough.
Even if you use magic to make sure it doesn't snap, you won't be strong enough to reel it in.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe we should get binoculars for investigations and stuff. Like, real good binoculars.
Probably.
Also, what are we gonna do about that?
About what?
Reuben! Yeah, she's hiding in that bush and taking notes. Are these the same binoculars, Reuben? Shut the up, Kieran. I was just asking because they look like...
Wow, she's running away.
Maybe she should go on the track team.
We don't have a track team.
We don't? Well, we should. Just for Reuben.
She's running pretty far.
Yeah, I think she was looking at you, Alice. What was that about?
Nothing.
You're a terrible liar.
I don't want to hear that from you, Rion.
Terrible.
It's nothing. It's really nothing. I promise.
She's not still looking to find out your secret, is she?
It's my problem.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I can handle Reuben.
That's not how Reuben works.
Yeah, When she's super determined to do something, it's really hard to get her to stop.
So, like you.
Nuh-uh. I'm not in the school paper.
Yeah, school's out. So why is she out here? If she wanted to investigate you for the paper, wouldn't she start closer to the end of summer?
Yeah. Unless she's trying to get 2 pages again.
You're scaring me.
Sorry. That only happened once.
Twice.
Oh, right. Twice. It probably won't happen 3 times, right? First, it's a mistake. Second is luck. And third is,
Skill.
Yeah. Skill. Are you sure you don't need help?
I can do this.
It's so hot.
We gotta find somewhere else to go.
Somewhere else has Reuben.
Yeah.
What if we just do really boring stuff until she gets tired and leaves?
Can you do boring stuff?
We could do homework in the library.
We do have a book report due
La
at
la la
the
la la
end.
la! I can't hear you! I can't hear you!
At some point, you're going to have to do it.
Summer vacation will last forever.
But it doesn't.
Forever! I'm not going back to that prison.
Not a prison.
You've been Stockholm.
That's not how that's used.
That's what someone who was Stockholm would say.
Kirith, I'm heading out to pick out some things from the forest. Mom's downstairs and your little, friend is waiting.
Friend.
Wouldn't.
No way, no way, no way, no way! Alice, what did she want from you?
I didn't think she tried this hard.
So, this is okay?
Yeah!
You were just about to do some homework.
What do you mean, no?
Your table's cramped.
I got 12 for number 15. What do you get?
I got 12 and a half. Reuben?
Your table's cramped.
You can just go home.
I got 12.
No way! Where did I... Rion, can you figure out where I went wrong?
I can't read this.
Your handwriting is awful.
It's not! It's not awful. It's just,
I bet even you can't read it when it's all cramped up like that.
Can't you draw? Why is your handwriting so
drawing
bad?
and writing are different.
Apparently.
I'll just start over. I can read my handwriting. It's everyone else who can read. I got 12.
I don't want to live like this.
Like what?
I'm doing homework before the last 3 days of summer vacation.
I think you'd actually have to write something for it to count as doing it.
It's bad enough I have to look at it.
So what do you want to do then?
I want Reuben to go home.
Just pretend I'm not here.
I can't not see you in my room. I look over here, there you are. I look over this way, I can still see you.
Then pretend. Like I'm a wildlife observer or something.
We're not wildlife.
Maybe you aren't.
Kira,
Right, not the point. If you're a wildlife photographer.
I didn't bring a camera.
a really bad wildlife photographer.
Aren't we getting off track?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're good at taking photos or not, Reuben.
I just won the junior photographer competition in Cheston last month.
Really?
Well, we're not in Cheston. And don't wildlife observers and photographers hide themselves or something?
Well, she did try earlier.
Exactly, and we still saw her. You're a bad wildlife observer.
No, I'm not.
If you got better at blending in, we wouldn't have caught you.
Say something.
She's right.
Exactly. Today, we're going to teach you how to blend in with your environment.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Need Vaselis. That was awful.
I sort of thought that they were cute.
Oh no, every time this pretty guy comes around, I'm going to trip. Rion, save me.
I don't think they're saving you from that.
It's terminal.
I'm sorry.
Doctor, please, tell me there's a cure.
This got really dark.
Maybe you should just avoid them at all costs before you break something.
But my heart.
I don't know if you can love people if you're dead.
I think this is horror and not romance anymore. Kirith, are you still?
Hi, Mrs. Gibbs.
Hi.
Mom.
We have a full house, I see. Is Hugh back? Almost full. I guess I'll order dinner.
Ooh, empanadas.
Fine. After I shower.
Yes.
We only had 3 chairs in the living room, right?
I don't know. Oh, that's Reuben.
You named it.
No, it's Reuben.
Rihanna,
It's Reuben.
she's right, ma'am. Reuben, can you get out of the corner? It's a kid.
Yeah, that's Reuben. She wants some service for school paper. Why were you screaming?
I forgot what it looks like when she stops.
Yeah, she's really good.
Reuben,
Hi, miss.
hi. Why are you doing this?
Well, I'm mostly interested in Elas.
In which way?
A wild animal research, I guess.
Cool. Are you staying for dinner?
I'd rather observe, ma'am.
You're staying for dinner. The menu's on the fridge. Let me know what you want by the time I come back.
There are a lot of menus on the
Oh,
fridge.
I'll show you.
She stayed for the entire day.
It was probably a bad idea to teach her how to hide like that.
I didn't want to do homework.
Karen!
Seriously.
It'll just be like, where's Baldo?
I'm really bad at that.
Just count all your furniture.
Forever?
I think just until summer ends.
Guys, this is bad.
This was the newest episode of Stories of Ylelmore. See you next time. We're back. Did you miss us? We have so many adventures planned. Stories of Ylelmore is made by the It Me Podcast Production LLC. All sources are done by me. Transcripts for the episode can be found on the link in the description or at itmepodcast.com, where you can also find coloring pages, bonus material, and other podcasts. Letters can be sent to storiesfromylelmore@gmail.com. If you want to support the creator, rate, review, comment, or tell a friend about the show. If you're a grown-up and want to offer more support, maybe you can think about donating to their Ko-fi or Patreon linked in the description. Our outro this season is Chilawani Bombi by Powell from the Free Music Archive under a Creative Commons license.